Hi guys, and welcome again this week to Speak It's Your Voice. Today's topic, I posted a question before a few days ago. Who do you trust with your children, or who do you trust your children to be with? I'm only sharing on this because it's vacation time. Your children are home, your family is home. There are some of you who don't want to be home right now or in the house because of whatever reason. And I understand that. And I respect what you're going through. But I need to speak up also and keep speaking out for children who are still going through or having a really rough time being home. Not just dealing with poverty, not just dealing with the fact that, they're not having enough to eat during the day, and their parents or their parent or guardian is struggling to make ends meet, and they're trying to find a meal for them. They have to wait on hand-me-downs. They have to wait on, to have something to wear, or they have to wait until probably this charity decides that they're going to cook and send over food, or this neighbor is going to send over food. This has been my life growing up. I've had it really, really, really rough, really, really hard. And I know you all would have heard, or if you've read my book, Silent War for Love, you would have seen some of the struggles I've had to face growing up. And majority of it took place during vacation time. That's what I want to speak about, because your children are home. Not just you as a parent, you're struggling with having to provide for them, but some of us are struggling with the fear of reality that's relevant or prevalent right now for a lot of children. All right, let me get to it. It's a tough subject, and I know some of you would disagree that I should even be speaking about this right now, and it's not the time, and when will the time be right anyhow? I've struggled to speak on it because I was saying, oh, this is not the right time, but it just wouldn't leave me alone. And when I was home in my vacation, that's when a lot of my abuse started, or was done, when I was home. No, not that I was idle, is that I was around more. So those who were around me, family members, or my dad, or friends of the family, they thought it right to molest me, interfere with me, have me perform sexual activities on them. This is both male and female, during vacation, during the time that I was home. And it was really hard getting my family to listen to me or to believe me, because then you are living in the house, so you're staying in the house with the person who's at night waiting till the house is quiet and everyone's asleep, and they are there coming into your space, and they are fingering you, and they are trying to have sex with you and having sex with you while the house is still, while my mom is sleeping, or my mom is not home, and then if I say something, no one is understanding what I'm saying, or I'm not being believed. And it's a really disturbing thing to talk about, yes, right now, because there are much more serious things that are happening, but this is serious. This also is serious right now, because during this time, someone or some child is home, and they are home with their predator, their abuser. They're in the house with that person, and when they return to school, then the teachers are going to wonder why they change even more, or why they're acting out, why they're behaving this way. You need to see the telltale signs. Look for the signs. If your child comes and tell you, or mommy, I want to say, don't shut them down. Don't be like, not right now, because you are so consumed and so busy. Make the time to listen to your child, because oftentimes they want to tell you something that they're struggling with. They want to share their pain, or they might not understand that it's pain, but they want to share it with you. They want to talk to you about something. Don't shut down your child. Keep a close eye on your children. As parents, keep a close eye on your children. I know some of you still have to go out, so you have no choice but to leave your child home with your family. I'm not telling you to go interrogate your child. When you get home, who touched you? Did somebody do this? Did somebody do that? But try to have a comforting conversation with your children or child, being mindful that if the person who abused you is still living in the house, more than likely they're abusing your child. I'm not saying that they are. More than likely they might be or maybe doing the same thing. So be vigilant. This is the time to sit and have conversations with your children even more about right and wrong sex. We don't want to talk about it. We don't want to talk about or I should say, when I say right and wrong sex, I know there's right and wrong touch. There is a right and wrong feel to a situation or between you and your family, and there's a right and wrong sex. This is if you choose to go and have sex. The difference between that and someone taking it away from you, let them know that it's no longer called sex. It's called rape. It's called violation. It's called molestation. It is break down the words to them so that they're not a novice or that they're not ignorant of these things. Take this time to some things that maybe right now your children are like, what, I feel brave enough now that I can share things with you. I know we are all frustrated. I know that we are frustrated right now, not having enough money, losing our job, might come to the point where we might lose our home, lose what we built. But at the same time, when we lose all of that, we don't want to end up losing our children too, our family. You understand? The children that we are working so hard to provide for. You don't want to lose them. So take the time, talk to them. I know this subject is really touchy. It was touchy for me too. That's why I was so reluctant to talk on it or to share on it. But this has been it for me. A lot of my sexual abuse, a lot of my abuse and molestation happened during the time that I was home on vacation, school vacation. All right. So I hope you keep note, and I hope that it was a little bit informative. So who do you trust your children with? Bye.